I need you to get in off the aisles if you can. I know it's tight. Get cozy with Daniel, no problem. Get in as close as you can so that we're not blocking the aisles, alright? Okay, we're going to have presentations again at 2, 4, and 5. If you come back, we will have more shirts. Just so you know, we're only allowed to throw shirts inside the booth. So you have to be on the booth, on the carpet. That's the rule. Alright, and without further ado, Daniel Erickson!
Hey! That was a bit of craziness, but hey, we gave away a box. So, more Metal Gear themed than Tor themed, I guess. But we don't have the size. So, for people who don't know, my name is Daniel Erickson. I'm the writing director of BioWare. I'm the lead writer for The Old Republic. Woo! And we got a couple things to show off today. One, we're going to show off our space game, and we're going to show off how we actually get into the space game, which is a bunch of stuff that people kept coming up and saying, hey, how about space? And how do we go around? And I was like, well, you didn't see our cool demo? All right, well, here's our cool demo. Space, this is Corey. Hey! He's going to try not to die in space. Hey, so we're in our ship. We are in the smuggler ship. Corey can show you around. It's very pretty. That's space out there. There's a bunch of little dots. They're stars. They're actually really far away. They're not small. This is your galaxy map. This is how you actually get around in the Old Republic. So we've got the whole thing. Corey can show you. There's all the different parts of space. Shows all the places that you have unlocked in the game that you can go. You can't always go everywhere immediately. There are a lot of secret places in the Old Republic. We're gonna go look for some action. All right. Now, just shockingly, that's a space combat. So we're gonna go there. Now this gives us a little bit of an idea of what's actually going to happen in the space combat, what we're getting into. We need to go and actually fight a bunch of fighters. There are a lot of different motivations, a lot of different goals that you can have in the space combat. This time there is actually some people having a big space battle with some big capital ships. We've got some pretty easy goals for this one to show you the basics, which is basically just take out a whole bunch of Imperial stuff. So we're going to go, pay a little bit of money, off we go. This is a placeholder loading screen. Please do not judge placeholder loading screen. So one of the big things about the space game is we wanted to have a place, obviously you need various modes of gameplay, you need different things you can do, you need activities you can kind of relax, chill out. So the space game, Space is Dark. The space game really is about being able to spend a few minutes, have a cool time, have a good experience. You're always going somewhere, doing something exciting. What he's doing right now, you see the trails coming off these guys. Your real basic attack is just your hold down your left mouse button, or if you're one of those people who actually plays MMOs like this, you can't just keep hitting the button, but man, it gets tiring. He also has missiles. Now the missiles are trackable, so they are, you hold down right mouse button, you can either click them immediately or you can tag people, as you saw. So you can tag a number of targets and let them all go off and fight them. There is collision. These asteroids will destroy him a lot if he runs into them. Wow, I can't look right at that. So you saw up there, it's tracking how many interceptors he's taken out. And right now he's doing pretty good. We got his health down here. If he has a problem with his shields, if he has a problem with his ship, it'll start showing up here. This is a smuggler ship, obviously. Oh, barrel roll. It's good for getting away from people. That's a good move. You've got some actual limited movement in there. Right now what's really happening is he's just using his mouse to control his movement around, staying out of the range of fire, staying away from the asteroids. Every class type has their own ship. So the 2 Sith share a ship, the 2 Jedi share a ship, but everybody else has their own stuff. By playing the space game, hey, tight. All right, yeah, no. Oh, hey, we've got a very large capital ship. All right, this thing can do a lot of damage to you really fast. So he's going to try to take out some of these turrets. So as soon as he does this, it keys up bonus quests. So the bonus quests you don't have to do to beat this level, but they're going to get you extra XP, they're going to get you extra credits. And when you finish it, not only do you get XP and credits for it, so this is a totally viable way of playing the game. If you're waiting to do some other stuff, if you're playing with your friends, you can be out, you can do this and still be, you're not losing any time. But you also can get extra sort of monetary system that you can then use to trade in and get more space upgrades. So you can get new engines for your ship, you can get new weapons, you can get stuff to make you faster, shields, all kinds of cool stuff. Alright, we're taking some pretty good damage ourselves here. You can see the smoke starting to come out. What you can't see right now, since it actually unfortunately was not turned on in this build, is all of your crew are of course on this ship. So in the final game when you're playing, you're going to have your companion characters who are going to be giving you advice on what's going on the mission. Right now they would probably be screaming in panic, asking you why the hell you went in an asteroid field and what's happening there and is that supposed to be on fire. Corso especially, who's one of the, who's really your co-pilot most of the time as a smuggler, does not handle space travel all that well. Alright, we're headed back to that capital ship, and it's getting pretty dangerous. I think, I don't know if Corey's going to make it out of this one. Alright, so you may have noticed we've updated on the thing. He's already killed all the interceptors he needs to kill, so his only goal he has to do now is survive. But he would like to take out the rest of these turrets. I don't know if that's going to happen. And he's risking quite a bit to do it. So this is a little bit of the risk versus reward. He could have kept pulled out away from those turrets and just said, forget the bonus quest, I just don't want to die. But he's a smuggler, he's playing by the seat of his pants. And I think we've made it through. I think we're out. We did not finish our bonus quest, but he's not dead. So, you know, it's pretty good. There we go. He's got it done. He got a bunch of credits, he got a bunch of experience points, and now he can fly off and get back to his normal game. So give it up for Corey not dying. Alright, so he's going to take a sec to set up. One of the other things we wanted to show off, and this is not on the website, this is not anywhere, one of the things we kept hearing from people is we want to see the size of these worlds. We really want to see the planets. And as soon as we started talking about the story stuff and that everything was going to be very detailed, people said, oh, that means it's small. It's going to be like tiny little worlds and they're just going to be little isles. And yeah, no, our worlds are huge. They're huge and they're beautiful. Everything we've been doing, when you're building a game like this, especially when you're building on a new engine, all of your art tech comes in very late. So pretty much everything that you guys have seen a year ago really does not apply anymore when you're looking at the planets. So we're going to show you a couple of very, very beautiful, big planets. BioWare. So we're going to start out on showing you Tatooine, because it's something everybody can judge. Everybody can say, hey, I know what I think Tatooine should look like. Or we're going to go to Hoth. They're totally backwards on me. Way to ruin my pacing. So we've got Hoth. Obviously, Hoth is a very, very cold place. It's really hard to set up any sort of permanent residence here. There was a major space battle above Hoth, and there is a large group of pirates that are there trying to take the wreckage of what has basically become a starship graveyard there. They've been there for quite a while. Now the Republic and the Imperials have also noticed what's going on, and they're trying to get in there, but it's very hard to make any progress and any movement in Hoth. This is actually a large mining facility that was put in before the Republic and the Empire got there by the Ortolans, who are some cute little blue guys who actually like the cold weather. You notice these are people. It's very big. This is one of a smaller indoor areas. These poor guys are trying to pick through the ice and actually set up some living quarters. Unfortunately, the wildlife in Hoth is not terribly friendly. This is one of the smaller bases. Really, it takes a long, long time for them to really build up any sort of population center there. This is just a small piece of one of the capital ships that has crashed out there that you can actually go in and explore. See our little Tals guy down here. This is actually an ice fortress. It was carved out by a group of survivalists on the planet. A little bit of trivia for those of you who know. The core of Hoth, look at the tiny people. The core of Hoth is actually volcanic, which is why there is life on Hoth. There are underground caves that grow plant life, which is what the actual tauntauns eat, and then the wompas eat the tauntaun. Great circle of life. And this is a beautiful, beautiful scene from inside one of the volcanic mining facilities. And that's Hoth. And it's a tiny, tiny, tiny sliver of an enormous, huge world. And this might be Tatooine next. And I'm not guaranteeing anything. What? They were actually in the Hoth video. Might be hard to see from where you are. There is weather on Hoth. It does snow. Stuff does blow around. You do get sandstorms on Tatooine. Hey look, Tatooine! Tatooine is obviously a really, really old world. There is a lot of remnants of things that have come beyond. It's very, very big. There is a lot of desert. You're a very tiny person in a very big, hot land. Residences tend to be very small. On Tatooine, obviously, there's not much natural resources, so people need to spread out, take what they can. You've got the Jawas, and they're beautiful, beautiful sand crawlers that will go around and set up small trading communities. These are the crags. There's actually a lot of variation in the landscape you can have, even in a desert. Makes some very beautiful spaces. See the banthas here, and way up there you can actually see one of the Sand People snipers if you're trying to go through these tiny little bootlegs. You've got the farming communities out there trying to use a little bit of wind weather, and obviously moisture evaporators. This is a small Mandalorian camp that's been brought in by a warlord on Tatooine. Sand People more out in their native place, but they've started to creep in next to some of the population centers. There's a lot of farming communities. This is one of dozens of farming communities that are out there. This one's actually been overrun. Another Sand People person camp way out in the desert. There's really only a couple of large population centers on Tatooine, really because of the resource issue. And even those have series of guard towers really trying to hold back against all the crazy stuff there. This is Anchorhead. This is by far the largest city on Tatooine. Everything you need to trade, everything you need to do your crafting, everything you need to meet other players is here. You know, you can go trade with some Jawas, get your droids, argue with some people, head to the cantina. But a lot of Tatooine is just wild land to explore. And that's it. We've got beautiful giant planets, we've got awesome space games, we've got a huge galaxy to explore, tons of stuff to find. Grab your own ship, run around, have fun. We're going to be doing new stuff at what, 2, 4, and 6? 2, 4, and 5. Oh yeah, I guess we'll be gone by 6. 2, 4, and 5, other presentations. If you haven't yet, obviously we're showing Terrell 5 over there, people are getting to play. If you aren't going to risk the giant line, remember that there are video screens that are showing all the gameplay that's going on inside, so you can go around the booth and watch what people are doing. Alright, thank you guys.